Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Adrienne, I'm a certified Pilates instructor, and today we're gonna do a quick workout focusing on our abs and our core. What you're gonna need is your Pilates mat, some gripper socks on your feet. Go ahead, have your reformer board ready. We're gonna start today with our handles up on those gliders and lock your gliders together. You want to have your knee pad near you and those stationary handles. To go ahead and get started, we're going to jump right into things because this is going to be a quick workout. Let's go ahead, take that knee pad to your mat, and we're going to turn and face our board. You want to take it back so that you come to a 4-point position. On your knees in line with your hips. Your hands, forearms will actually come down so that your arms are right in line with your shoulders. From here, we're going to do an ab rollout. Keeping the knees down, we're going to send our arms out, lengthening through that back. That nice little extension here. And slowly rounding through that spine as you come back in. Toes can stay down on the floor if that feels comfortable to help you grip. Exhaling as you go out. Inhale as you come back in. Through this movement, it's like we're rolling out into a plank. Belly button should be drawing up to the spine. We exhale in as we go out. Inhale as we come back in. We want to keep that spine nice and long. Our head should be an extension of our spine, that neck right in line. Again, exhaling as we go out. Inhaling as we come back in. Making sure you're not going into that lower back. It's a nice constant movement through your spine. You're tilting your pelvis towards your belly button, lengthening out. Then you're using your back, tilting that pelvis up towards the ceiling and coming back in. Tilting toward your belly button, drawing it out. And then curving that lower spine in to come back in. You got this, you guys. Let's do 6 more here. Last 4. Last 2, and last 1. Bring it in and take a nice child's pose stretch. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out that mouth. And then we're gonna come back up. Next, handles are going down. We're still working those lower abs. We want to take the knee pad with us, and we're going to place it on our board a little further up on our machine. Still keeping those gliders locked together. If yours is like my machine, it likes to come unlocked, so you want to try to make sure it stays locked. Again, handles are down, and we're going to come to a kneeling position, so one knee on both gliders. Here, I still want to be in alignment, bringing that knee pad a little bit forward so I keep my hands right in line with my shoulders, and my knees, again, right in line with my hips. From here, we're still using those low abs, so think about tucking that tailbone as you draw those legs inward and using those low abs to come back out. We don't want to pull with the arms, but we want to use those low abs tuck our pelvis, and go back out. Exhaling out the mouth and inhaling through that nose, keeping that upper body nice and stable. You got it. Let's do 6 more here. Last 4. Last 2. And rest. To rest, let's lift our upper spine up to the ceiling, going into our cat pose, and then belly button draws down to the mat, going into that cow, that arching through the spine. Let's do this 2 more times. Last one. Now we're gonna work our side obliques here a little bit. So I want you to take both hands to your right side. You can form one hand over top of the other, a nice little diamond shape if that feels good. From here, we want to do that same movement with our body. We're going to tuck our tailbone in as we tuck in those low abs. We're pulling ourselves inward and we're coming back out to neutral spine. So the low abs tuck in and we go back out. You're gonna feel this a little bit more through the sides of your body, through those side abs, those oblique muscles. Again, as we exhale and inhale. Last 4. Last 2. And rest, taking child's pose. Coming back up to that neutral position. This time both hands are gonna go to the left side of your board. Again, one hand over top of the other, using a little bit more of those side obliques. We're tucking that tailbone, drawing those low abs in and back out, making sure you're not pulling with that upper body, but those knees are coming towards you. Exhaling as you go out, inhaling as you come back in. Filling it through those side obliques, neutral spine, head in line with your neck, neck in line with the spine. Last 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to neutral and back to child's pose. Nice inhale and exhale. Slowly stacking that spine back up as you roll up to a seated position. We're gonna change our board around to work more lower abs in a supine position. That means laying on your back. I've come to a laying down position on my board. My gliders are gonna be by my head and I've attached those stationary pegs right next to those gliders. I'm using that knee pad right under my head here, so I have a little extra cushion and support, making sure that feels good under my head. I want to take my arms starting nice and long by my side, You want to allow to tilt your pelvis away from you and bring it back towards your belly button. Just feel that little bit of a pelvic tilt. This is letting you feel the difference of neutral spine, where that natural curve is in your lower back. You have a little space between your back and the board. And as you draw it towards your belly button, that tilt forward, you're feeling that imprinted spine. We want to come to imprint here and bring our legs to tabletop one at a time. So keeping that nice bend in your knee is in line with your hip. One leg comes up at a time. Then we're going to reach behind our head, grabbing those stationary pegs. Legs will extend up to the ceiling, keeping that flat back the whole time, that imprinted spine. We're going to lower our legs downward, keeping your tailbone down and bringing them back up. Exhale as you lower and inhale as you lift. Only working in a range here that feels good for your body. Again, flat back the whole time. You're gonna feel those low abs working and you might be shaking in your body, and that is okay. Exhaling out the mouth and again, inhaling through the nose. You guys got this. Let's do 10 more. We have 8. Last 6. Last 4. Last 2. And 1. Go ahead, bend your legs back to tabletop position and bring them down to the mat and rest. Again, taking a nice inhale and exhale. Maybe you want to rock your knees a little side to side, stretching out that lower spine. Coming back center with our knees. Again, flatten that lower back as you bring your legs to tabletop, one at a time. Legs will extend again up towards that ceiling. We're gonna go into some scissor kicks here. Right leg is gonna lower, and then we'll switch. Left leg lowers. They pass each other as you move here in space. Again, flat back, only working a range of motion that feels good. Feeling this through those lower abs. Belly button is drawing downward towards your spine, downward towards that mat. For 10, 8, 6, last 4, 2, bring it in and rest. Feet come back down. Go ahead, let your hands come long, and we'll slowly roll up, coming one bone at a time to a seated position. Sitting nice and tall in that spine. Maybe allow your knees to open out to the side. Taking a butterfly stretch. Again, sitting nice and tall in that spine. We're gonna do a little bit of a teaser prep here. Hands can come to the base of the knees. We're gonna curve back that little spine in a C curve, activating your glutes. Try to lift your legs up and hold. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Bring your feet back down, again, sitting up tall. We're gonna do that one more time. Holding on, maybe trying to extend those legs out. Hands come to the base of the knees. Again, we're tilting that pelvis, coming into that C curve. Legs lift up, and trying to extend those legs out. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Trying to hold here. Maybe you come back to tabletop, but that's okay. Coming back down, sitting up. Again, stretching out. I'm gonna move this board slightly out further from my backside, so it's a little bit further away here. We're gonna try that one more time, going into the full teaser, adding the arm reaching forward. When you're ready, again, hands to the base of the knees, tilting that pelvis, coming up and reaching. It's okay if your knees have to come in. Arms are reaching forward. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. That was a little painful. I had a little Charlie horse through my foot as I was doing that. Okay, last ab workout we're gonna do today, last exercise, our plank. For our plank, we're leaving those stationary handles into our board on the end. Hands can come down on those pads, or you can hold those handles if that feels good. I'm just gonna keep my elbows on the pads themselves and let my hands reach forward. But we're stepping our feet out one at a time, and we're just holding it here. Keeping that chest open, shoulder blades are drawing in and back. Belly button is up to the spine, and our toes are gripping that mat. Make sure you're breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out that mouth. You can add some movement here if that feels good for your body. Maybe adding some mountain climbers. Still breathing. Again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out that mouth. A little bit longer here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest it down. You guys did it. Great job today.